Sup, bros? Yes, I used bros. Oh no. Anyway, hi. Me again. Showing off my Mitsubishi Starion. Somebody asked me to post driving impressions, so I'm not sure I'm gonna post this or not, but I'm gonna jot it down. Had to blow a bug off my hand, sorry. Smooth and torquey, definitely. I haven't driven it hard, but it handles great, handles tightly. It's well sorted. I mean, I've never driven another one besides this. I've never gotten a chance to drive one, so I have nothing to compare it against, but I've driven my fair share of cars at this point, and this one is as tight and as nice as I've ever owned. So I'm very happy with that. It seems well sorted. It's got a nice set of tires on it. It's got Goodyears, brand new. I have the receipt for them. They've got 780 miles, under 1,000 miles. I think I mentioned in one of my other videos, but refinished wheels. I have the receipt for those too that the previous owner did. All I did today was detail it. I cleaned it up, cleaned out the sunroof. I got to get a sunroof gasket. I peeled the old one off. I still have a little bit of crud on the glass, but I cleaned in here, cleaned all inside the sunroof. Still need to scrub that sunroof a little bit better though. There's some minor nicks, dings that I've seen. Garage damage is the best I can describe it. I drove it down to the spot I take pictures of my car at all the time, and they have a, I think it's a paintball facility, and two young kids complimented me on the car. I didn't know what it was though. First question they asked was, "Oh, that's a Ford Conquest?" He read the trunk, and I'm gonna say that was a good guess though, based on the taillights. So the taillights look very Fox body on these cars. Excuse my runny nose, I apologize. But so he was officially the first guy in person, two guys actually in person, to compliment me on the car. It was very cool. They chatted me up a little bit. I asked to take a look at it. Wanted to know if it was a manual transmission or not. I told him it was a manual transmission. He was pretty stoked about that. Had a Volkswagen Passat manual transmission though. I gave him credit. But yeah, it was cool. Getting back to the driving impressions, I don't know. Driving home, I drove it in the rain, so I couldn't put my foot into it at all. And right now, I really don't want to put my foot into it for other legal reasons. I want to obey the speed limit. We'll say that. But I mean, it is so smooth. It just drives real nice. I got no issues with the way it drives right now. I just want to maintain it. I'm going to put some fresh fluids in it, and just kind of top off some stuff. I vacuumed the interior today. It had almost no vacuuming needed, to be honest. But I mean, I'm thrilled with this thing. I can't begin to explain how good I feel about this purchase. And you get to a point where, okay, I could have 4 or 5 cars, or I could have one thing that really I really like and I really have tried to obtain at some point, and I can never find the right one. Timing was off. But the real reason is every time I saw one of these pop up, I mean, it was beat up, it was broken, it wasn't running, it needed an engine rebuild. There was nothing ever sorted. The dash was busted. And this one popped up, and I had to buy it. I knew I was going to buy this car. So a little update on my other cars for those that care. I sold a Rabbit this week. I had a 59,000 mile Volkswagen Rabbit that I sold to a local kid. I sold my Saab 900S that I had picked up not very long ago. It was going to be a project, but I lost interest in it. So some guy from New Hampshire came and got it. And of course I sold my Miata, which funded most of this car. And I missed the Miata. The Volkswagen was cool, but I'm okay with it. The Saab, who cares? You know, it was just pocket money. But I am extremely stoked, excuse me, to essentially trade up those 3 cars for this car and be able to put cash in my pocket. I mean, not a ton, but it definitely came out on the positive, I think. I mean, I am just beyond stoked about the condition of this car. Excuse my runny nose again. It's got a few minor things. Like I said, I want to do the sunroof trim. It's got a few nicks and it's got a few bumps. I got to refinish the license plate garnish thing there. I'm going to get on that. But otherwise, very minor things. And I just look forward to putting some miles on this, and you know, I'm excited that Cindy likes it. She even thinks it's cool. I mean, people that are not even into cars think this thing is cool, which is very cool. But most of all, I think it's cool. Stretched out street bike. Anyway, well, that's my video, guys. Thanks for watching. I apologize of some of my stammering and my sniffling, battling a cold. But all right, I'm out. Safe travels.